Hi, my name is Amy Mikos, and I'm a 6th grade teacher at Marley Park in the Cambridge Academy. So I've learned that if I feel like I have to have mastery over every technology that we would use in the classroom, that we would be stuck on one, really. And so I tend to provide like a problem-based or project-based learning opportunity where we pose a question and provide them with some ideas of how they might answer that question, but let them experience kind of researching that problem and how to solve that problem and discovering some of those tools on their own. And so it's been kind of very eye-opening that they are there to teach me some of those tools as well. And so that has taken away some of my inhibition to throw technology in, because we can work on those things together. I've learned that the Innovation Ambassador is a great resource. If I just say, this is our problem that we want to tackle, do you have a couple websites or tools that you might recommend? And then as a class, we can kind of learn to grapple through those together. And really, I feel like there's no way to master everything that you're going to come in contact with, but if you teach children and your students just some really good like research-based skills, then that helps with that process, and that helps to kind of overcome those fears that I don't understand this, because there's probably somebody in your classroom that does. And we find that all the time, that if I don't know the answer, there's somebody in the classroom that does know the answer. And we've even allowed students that are really good at an application or a tool to hold a small group themselves and teach the other students. And so it's kind of a powerful way for them to share their knowledge and others to learn from them as well. So I really had to kind of look at my own growth mindset and decide, was I going to allow this to happen in my classroom and give up the power? And that does take kind of a switch, to change that idea. And it was a little bit, concerning at first, because I had been used to that, I'm up in front of the classroom and I'm giving you all this amazing knowledge, but they didn't always have to work for it. And so I'm seeing just the benefits of allowing them to struggle a little bit. That productive struggle has been good. And seeing the success that we're seeing with students kind of taking ownership and helping each other learn those tools has really been powerful. So just personally, I think being flexible, that knowing your first implementation of personalization will probably need to be adjusted within a few weeks to a month. So that, because you're going to realize that it might not be working for all students, and so you have to really truly not just change the structure, because that's again, everyone's doing the same thing. So you want to make sure that you're flexible, that it might not look the same for every student in your classroom. And so being willing to change and adjust and take feedback from your students is probably my #1 recommendation. Being with our parents for parent-teacher conferences allowed us to hear from parents that are really thrilled with the maturity and the growth that they're seeing in their students. So to take feedback that it's not just something that's powerful in your classroom, but that is impacting the way that our students are experiencing learning outside of our classroom as well and at home, I think would be a good kind of motivation to try something new. And so being willing to be that learner, because we value that. I mean, we're in education because we love learning. And so looking at this as an opportunity for us to learn professionally and grow professionally, I think could be powerful as well.